Ciao a tutti, Stefano here, and in this video you will learn the 3 principles that you must use if you want to shape your reality. Now what I'm going to say in this video, it will seem a bit impossible for you. It will seem like a fairy tale, but trust me, this is how it works. And so from this video, your perception of reality will change a lot. So please make sure you stick until the end of this video, because this is gonna be great for you. And also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please go and subscribe right now, because I post 3 times a week. So you have a lot of content to see and content where you can learn from. Now, with that, I think we can get started. Right. The manifestation of reality takes 2 forms. The first one is physical. The second one is metaphysical. Now I start to say this, difficult word, right? Trust me, wait for it. For example, when you stand in front of a mirror, you are standing in front of a mirror right now, you represent a real living physical object, right? You can touch yourself, you can feel yourself. Now, your reflection on the other end, on the other side, the metaphysical side, is, has no material substance, right? It's just a picture, but you cannot touch it, you cannot feel it, right? Now, it is metaphysical, imaginary, let's say imaginary, because you cannot touch it, but trust me, it is as real as the physical picture. Now, the whole world can be seen as a gigantic dual mirror, right? My picture and the picture that is being reflected, right? So on one side there is this physical reflection, and the other side there is this metaphysical. Now, everybody thinks the reality is just about the physical, right? It's just the things that we can see, the things that we can touch, right? But nobody wants to understand the fact that there is also the other side, like your thoughts, like your emotions, right? So the metaphysical side. Now, reality nowadays is understood to mean like everything that is possible, everything that is it comes true, everything that you can see with your eyes, or that has a direct impact to you, right? I think everybody has this perception of reality. Reality is what I see, reality is what I touch, reality is what I, everything that become reality, everything that as a material, as substance, right? Now, if you believe so, then at this point, if you watch some of my videos, and I will put also the link here, we talked about inner intention. So if you believe that your reality is just as physical as we think, then you are using your inner intention to achieve your goals. Now, there is nothing wrong with that, because the 99% of people doing that, right? But if you ask the 1% that achieved success and all the goals that they wanted, and you ask them, how did you achieve your goal? They will tell you, I don't know how I achieved my goal, right? They don't really know how they achieved, how they got there. They just know that they worked hard, they had a positive mindset and positive attitude. But they cannot tell you, in 5 years' time I took these steps, and I planned everything before, and so that's why I achieved this goal. No, right? So if you use this inner intention, you can achieve your goal. Anyway, you can achieve your goal. I'm not saying that, but it's gonna take more time. You will struggle. You will struggle a little bit, and you have to take some steps, and you have to do a precise job in order to achieve this goal, right? So you can only count on things that are present right now. everything, when we think about, I want to achieve my goal, I want to start a business, I want to get this job, or I want to fly over, everything depends on finances most of the time, right? So, and usually these finances are usually lacking, and opportunities that are not enough for everybody, they are limited. Now, too many people, why I'm saying they're limited? Because too many people want the same thing, and there is not enough for everyone. If we see this from a perspective of inner intentions, right? So if we think about, if we use this power of inner intention and we try to achieve our goal, we see it like a lot of competitions, a lot of people doing the same thing, right? So it's kind of, becoming really hard to get what you want to be. And remember, life is not forever. So you will get older and realize, oh shit, my time is gone. No? Stefan was right. So now here you will ask, so how do we find the right conditions and circumstances that are essential to achieve our goal? Here comes the metaphysical side of manifestation. The one that, where you can find an abundance of everything, where there is no competition. Remember, I told you that, most people, what they do is just, they want the same thing. If they use inner intention, they want the same thing. They just, waiting these long queues, waiting for their goals to become reality. But what they get is just more problems and nothing in the end. Now you can choose anything as if from a catalog, and then place your order. When you go to a shop, you choose your product and then you place your order and you get it. But the problem is that, as I said, most people, instead of doing this, they rush in a random search of what they want from life. No, I'm not talking about going shopping. I'm talking about what you want from your life. Right? So they wait in long queues, squeezing each other, and at the end having nothing. You create your world, your own world, in one end with your thoughts and other end with your actions. Now, I'm not saying with your action you are not going to achieve what you want. Don't get me wrong, because you will. But as I said before, if you use just your action, you are using the power of inner intention. That's it. But if you want to activate the outer intention, then you need to control your thoughts and your emotions. That's how you create your best reality. Now, also the environment where you grow up, it plays an important role, because there are a lot of examples. People that they grew up in a really bad family. Let's say the father was an alcoholic, the mother taking drugs, and then they grow up and they found themselves in the same situation their parents were. And what they say is, oh, it's their fault, right? They blame others for where they are, for the situation they are. But remember, this, your lifestyle and how your life will develop, it just conditioned from your way of thinking, from the attitude that you have around yourself and around the world that is surrounding you. So attitude is everything. If you have a positive attitude every time, okay, now you will say, okay, no, how can I have a positive attitude all the time? At least try, be aware of that, right? So if you had a really bad experience when you were in your childhood, right now you find yourself in a bad situation as well, there is no one that can come and save you. The only person that can save yourself is you. So if you think you are not good enough for this job, then you are not good enough. If you think you are not going to succeed in your business, then you are not going to succeed. If you think that you are not going to have all these beautiful things you want, an house and a beautiful car and a beautiful girlfriend, then be sure you are not going to get it. Life is a game. Life is a game, so play it as a game, really. Now, the process, all this process of using outer intention can be expressed using these three simple principles that I told you at the start of the video. Now, the first principle says, the first mirror principle, it says that the world is like a mirror that reflects your relationship to it. How deep is this? How deep is this? The world is like a mirror that reflects your relationship to it. I want to ask you this question. Why are your worst expectations always confirmed while your dreams never come true? Ask yourself this. Not all the time, of course, but have you ever seen that, you think about something you don't want and then next day it's there with you, right? I didn't know about this before. I started to learn about this last year, and I'm doing this. I'm sharing these things on this YouTube channel. I created this YouTube channel because it made sense for me, and so I hope it makes sense for you. Now, if you like the video, guys, till now, please leave a comment and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Now, the reason of this, the reason of why I ask you the question that why are your worst expectations always, confirmed while your dream never come true, it's expressed in the second mirror principle that says that the reflection of what you want is formed in the unity between heart and mind. I talked about this in one of my videos as well. And it's really important. Also very hard, right? Because it's really hard to listen to your heart. But let me explain you this. Now, when you start to create this unity between heart and mind, then you start to activate the power of outer intention. The power of outer intention that will take you to your goal without struggling a lot. Is this power that, we don't know how, it will just, your goal, it will just happen. Your dream, it will just happen. We don't know how, but because you did the work as well, because you concentrated yourself, you focused yourself on what you want, instead of creating this negativity all around you. That's how manifestation works. And if you know about law of attraction, you should know about this as well. Now, the outer intention transforms the image reflected in physical reality. So once you activate this, that's it. You'll say, thanks, Stefano, for that. I'm joking. However, the unity between heart and mind, as I was saying, is only achieved in rare cases. Sad story, right? Because it is almost impossible to get rid of doubt from your mind. Because remember, the mind is always striving for, let's say the heart is striving for one thing, the thing that you really want most of the time, and your mind is striving for other stuff, is following the logic, is full of doubt and fears and thoughts. And so when, it doesn't listen your heart, right? So it's almost rare, but not impossible, right? Now, here we come to the last mirror principle that says that there is a delay in the manifestation that you are trying to achieve. For example, you stand in front of a mirror. So you step in front of this mirror and you can't see your reflections, right? It never happened before. But after a couple of minutes, you see this picture of yourself, appearing. So it's like a photo. It takes time before you can see the real picture. Then, you can see your picture right now. You smile. You decide to smile, but on the reflection, nothing happened. So why that, right? Nothing happened at the moment. But with the time, you can see the smile. Now you try to lift your both arms, right? But still, the picture remains, it doesn't move. And after a few minutes, you can see your arms, they are being lifted. And say, okay, that's how it works. So now, this example, to say that everything you want, it takes a bit of time, right? This weird example, that was weird a little bit. But it's to say that everything you want in life, it takes time. There are no miracles. Forget about that. If you don't do the work, then don't expect to achieve something. But also, if you do the work, don't expect it's gonna happen tomorrow, because it doesn't work like that. Now, all you need to do is running the slide. Now, I have talked about the slide technique in one of my videos, so I will put the link just here, in your mind. So you have to run this slide in your mind systematically for a significant period of time. Not just one day and then after 1 week, every day. That's how you become consistent. That's how you get what you want. Now, the problem is that most people have no patience, so they give up after a little bit, and they will get old and regret everything. Regret and say, oh, I should have waited a little bit more, to see my dream become reality. Now you will ask, so how long it takes if I use these principles to manifest my goal? Well, I can say that it depends. First of all, it depends from you, or how much you are willing to do the work, and also how big is your goal. If you want to become a speaker, then it takes a little bit more time. If you want to become the president of Italy, I'm joking, then it will take, it's gonna take a little bit time, what I mean? If you want to become a coach, it will take time. Depends on how big is your goal. So any goal you have, any dream you have, just do the work. Do the work and don't give up. If you really believe in what you're doing and you really want this goal, then you need to follow this goal and dream. The realization of your goal depends from you, and of course how big is goal, but before depends from you. That dream that seemed impossible, my friend, will soon become reality if you do the work. Trust me, and if you follow these 3 principles. Now with that, I conclude this video, guys. I hope it made sense. For me, this was a lot to take. And of course, I cannot share too much on this YouTube channel. Where I share all this stuff is in my program, the Winner Circle program. And if you want to enroll in it, you can book a call with me. I will just put the link below in the description. And what we do in this program, we help people like you, entrepreneurs, or just normal people that are trying to achieve a goal, but they don't see any results about that. They know that they can achieve this goal. They believe in this goal, but they are stuck. They know they have this internal block. So if that's you, please go and book this call. I would love to have a chat with you. And it's a free 45 minutes call to see if we are a good fit together. Now with that, I conclude this video, guys. If you are not subscribed, please go and subscribe. I share videos on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So as you can see, a lot of content. And so that's it. I'll see you all next time. Thank you.